Hi, and welcome to Finextra at Cybos TV, and today we're talking to Werner Steinmüller of Deutsche Bank, and we're going to have a bit of a discussion about the post-crisis world. So transaction banking had a pretty good reputation in the post-economic crisis, had pretty stable volumes. But recently there's been a raft of new regulations, there's the shadow of Basel III, there's new capital requirements, and there's of course been a lot of volatility with the euro and the eurozone. So how are transaction banks dealing with this amount of change and volatility right at the moment?
I think we have seen it in 2008, that transaction banking are holding up pretty nicely. And the reason is that we are much more linked to the real economy. So as long as the real economy is really performing, transaction bank is performing. We see if the trade is not declining, the corporates are still reporting very good results. So on the overall financial crisis, I have seen no impact at all in transaction banking. Talking about the regulation Basel III in this direction, also here transaction banks are much more favorable to other businesses. Yes, we are hurt on the letters of credit, performance bond, bid bond side, and also on the liquidity side, we have to put some liquidity aside and invest in government bonds. However, compared to other businesses like investment banking, we are much better off, and I think this also will force the banks to invest much more in investment banking, as we are, from the regulation points, are benefiting.
Yeah, it just seems like transaction banking was the one bright spot in the banking industry over the past few years.
Absolutely, and you see some of the banks are putting now much more efforts in transaction banking and investing in it. So the competition is also increasing at investments.
So post-crisis, we saw a lot of banks integrate their transaction banking business, bringing sort of cash management and trade finance under one roof. But how many in reality actually integrated the operations associated with these businesses?
Deutsche Bank already in 2004 integrated all of these businesses, including also the security side, under one roof. We are harmonizing our payment sector under one roof of a whole bank. So including retail banking, payments, investment banking, transaction banking is on one platform, serving various clients, and this is very successfully because we're getting scale and volumes. Payments, trade, and securities business is about volume. I think we have done it very successfully. I see another trend now in the industry. With all of the changes, investment banking are moving much more in clearing, centralized clearing. And in this respect, I see also opportunities for a transaction bank to extend the business on the investment banking side.
So does all this sort of enhancement of the payments processing infrastructure, this supports all these
I see it number one on the payment side. This is done already for many years, but I see it much more because we do all of the payments of investment bank already in transaction bank. It is on the security side, and with a new development, target to securities, talking about central counterparties. New investments are needed, and this is the combination of sub-custodian, of clearing and execution. We are moving much closer together, and this is where we are working very hard to come up with sophisticated solutions for our clients.